Well, we've seen them debate and campaign. There's a pride you probably haven't seen. Over the next 2 days, we're sitting down with the candidates for LA mayor and their families. Tomorrow, Rick Caruso and his kids, but tonight, it's Karen Bass's turn. We're with Karen Bass and her modern family for a delicious brunch.
And then some fresh cut fruit.
Prepared by her son-in-law. We're eating inside the Community Coalition, a South LA-based nonprofit Bass helped to form 32 years ago while a young mom.
Who is Karen Bass, the mom?
A very involved mom.
In the 80s, Bass gave birth to Amelia with then-husband Jesus Lechuga.
We were married for a while, and when we divorced, we believed strongly in keeping the children together. So he had 3 children who have been a part of my life since the day they were born.
Those children include Yvette and Cynthia, who gave us their first TV interview of the campaign.
She's my mentor, she's my confidant. I'm getting a little emotional.
She's been there when it's been the hardest, you know? When we want to break down, she's there. So, oh my God, I don't know why I'm crying so much.
When Yvette was diagnosed with leukemia as a child, Bass tapped into her experience as a nurse practitioner.
She was there when I got diagnosed. She was there with all my appointments. She was just with me every step of the way.
Thankfully, Yvette beat that cancer. But years later, the family was devastated by tragedy when Amelia, then 23, and her husband Michael were both killed in a car crash on the 405.
It's like a personal earthquake, and people will tell you in time it gets better, and it's just not true. A traumatic loss like that never goes away.
I mean, we're still processing it to this day, so that's a tough question. I don't think it's something we'll ever get over.
We talk about her all the time. I named my son after my brother-in-law.
Michael.
Michael and his cousin Henry have both brought Bass extraordinary joy as her grandsons.
What is Karen Bass, the grandmother, like?
Karen Bass, the grandmother, spoils her boys.
What does Grandma mean to you?
She means a lot to me.
She's nice, and she takes care of us.
She'd become California's first female assembly speaker, then be elected to Congress, where she was almost selected as Joe Biden's vice president. Her life was pretty comfortable in Washington when Yvette first pitched an idea to her before anybody else did.
So Yvette came to you, right?
Yes.
And said, you should run for mayor.
Yes.
And what did you say to her?
I said, are you crazy?
We went through all of her talking points and told her, you know, each thing where we felt like she can really make a difference and help solve, especially homelessness.
Los Angeles, you have called me home, and I'm ready to serve.
Love you.
Her family says they'll be by her side the entire journey.
I love her to death, and I think the city will too.